Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to this lecture video. This is P. Murugeshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, GT Notes College, Dindikkal. In this session, we are going to see about control statements. What do you mean by control statements? By default, the statements are executed sequentially. Control statements allow us to control the flow of code. We can change the order of execution in a program. For this, we are using control statements. There are two types of control statement in C. First one is conditional statement. Conditional statement is used to take or make some decision in a C program. And then we will see about looping statement. Looping statements are used to execute the same sentence repeatedly until some condition has been satisfied. Once again, I will repeat this sentence. Conditional statements are used to make or take some decision in a program, and then looping statement are used to repeatedly execute the same sentence until some condition has been satisfied. I hope you all understand. Next we will see about conditional statement. There are four types of conditional statement in C program, that is if else, nested if and else if ladder. These four are said to be decision making and branching statement. First we will see one by one. First we will see about if statement. If statement is the most simple decision making statement. It is used to decide whether a certain statement or block of statement will be executed or not. That is, if a certain condition is true, then a block of statement is executed, otherwise not. In simple, we will tell it as it is used to execute a block of statement only when a given condition is true. That is, the statement inside the body of if execute only if the given condition is true. If the condition is false, it skips the true block. Once again I will tell it. It is used to execute a block of statement only when a given condition is true. We will see one simple example for if statement. Here we have declared x equal to 20 and y equal to 22. We are going to check a condition x less than y. X value is 20 and y is 22. Our condition is true. So it will print the statement as x is less than y. Here note down it. There will be no false block statement in simple if statement. Next we will see about if else statement and C. The if statement alone tells us that if a condition is true, we have already seen it, but in if else statement, it is used to perform operations based on specified condition. In simple words, we can say it as it is used to check whether a condition is true or false. If a condition is true, the true block statement will be printed, otherwise false block statement will be printed. We will see one simple example for if else statement. Here I have declared x equal to 20 and y equal to 22. We are going to check a condition x greater than y. Okay, here x value is 20 and y value is 22. Our condition is false, so it is going to print the value in else block. Here the value is to print y is greater, so the output of the program is y is greater. I hope you all understand. If it is true, the true block statement will be executed, and if it is false, the false block statement will be executed. Okay. Next we will see about nested if statement. One decision is made inside another. Once again I will say it as one decision is made inside another. Nested if statement means an if statement inside another if statement. Okay, I hope you understand. Nested if statement means an if statement inside another if statement. Okay, another one rule in nested if statement, that is outer decision must evaluate to true before inner decisions are even considered for valuation. Okay, we will see one simple example. Here there are two if condition, that is the first if is said to be outer block and next if said to be inner block. Okay, the condition is the outer block should become true and then only it will go for the next block. Okay, we will see the program. Here we have declared x equal to 65, y equal to 35 and z equal to 2. Okay, we are going to check a condition. If x greater than y, here x value is 65 and y value is 35. Okay, our condition is true. If the condition is true means it will go to the inner block. Here x value is 65 and z value is 2. Here also our condition is satisfied and our condition is true. So it is going to print the statement as x is larger than y and z. Okay. And then it will print the remaining statement in the program. Here it will print it flow for the program is proper. Okay, fine. So the output of the program will be x is larger than y and z, and it will print flow for the program is proper. Okay, I hope you will understand. Okay, next we are going to see about if else if ladder. Okay, here it is used to check more than one condition. Once again note it, here it is used to check more than one condition. Okay, what we are going to do in this if else if ladder means the operations specified in if block are executed if and only if the given condition is true. Okay, fine. Next, once again I will repeat the same sentence. The operations specified in if block are executed if and only if the given condition is true. Okay. Okay. Here we will see the syntax of if else if ladder. Here we are going to check a condition. If the condition is true, it will print the statement. Otherwise, it will go to the next if condition. Okay. Here also it will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will print the statement in the given block. If the condition is false, it will go to the next if statement. Continuously, it will check the if statements whether it becomes true or true. If the condition false means it will print the else statement. Okay, we will see one simple program in if else if ladder. Okay, here I have declared I equal to 20. Okay, we are going to check a condition. See here there are so many if condition. Okay, here we are going to check a first if condition. Our I value is 20. We are going to check a condition. 20 double equal to 10. Our condition is false, so it will skip the it will go to the next else if condition. Here also it is going to check 20 double equal to 15. Here also it is not satisfied, so it is going to check the next if condition. Here it is going to check it 20 double equal to 20. Here our condition has been satisfied, so it is going to print I is 20. Okay, fine. Now the output of the program is I is 20. Okay. Okay, next we are going to see about iteration and repetitive execution. Okay, I have already said about looping statement. Okay, looping statement are used to execute the same sentence repeatedly until some condition has been satisfied. Okay. Here, a loop allows one to execute a statement or block of statement repeatedly. Okay, there are mainly two types of iterations or loops. What is said to be as unbounded iterations or unbounded loop, and bounded iterations or bounded loop. A loop can be either be a pre-test loop or be a post-test loop. Okay, we will see the diagram. You can easily understand. Here, see for the pre-test loop, first we are going to check the expression. Text expression, it is nothing but a condition. Okay, if the expression is satisfied, it will print the body of the loop. That is nothing but an action or a series of actions will be performed in the body of the loop. Okay, this is said to be pre-test loop. What do you mean by post-test loop? First, the actions or a series of program will be executed first and then it will test the expression. Okay, this is said to be post-test loop. In simple words, we can tell it as first it will check the condition and then it will perform the body of the loop, means it is called as pre-test loop. Okay, in another way, if the body of the loop is printed first and then it will test the condition, means that is called as post-test loop. Okay, this is the difference between pre-test and post-test loop. Okay. Okay, next we will see about while construct. Okay, While is also used to repeatedly execute the same sentence until some condition has been satisfied. Okay, there are three types of looping statements. First one is while, and then for, and then do while. Okay, first we will see about while construct. While statement is a pre-test loop. The syntax for while statement is, here we will see the syntax. We are going to check a expression. Okay, here while test expression, and then it is going to perform the body of the loop. Okay, test expression is nothing but a condition, and while is a keyword. Okay, in the statement block, the body of the loop will be executed. And another one thing, in while loop we should not give semicolon, because there will be statement in the while loop, so we should not give the semicolon in the while loop. Okay, we will see one simple example. Here we have declared as C. Okay, and then we have initialized C equal to 5, and then we are going to check a condition. C, the order of while loop is, first we have to initialize it, and then we have to test an expression, and then we have to update it. Okay, the updation may be increment or decrement. Okay, this is the procedure for while loop to declare it. Okay, here we have initialize C equal to 5, and then we are going to test a condition, 5 greater than 0. Okay, our condition is satisfied and it is true, so it is going to perform the body of the loop. First it is going to print the statement what is in the C. The C has 5, so it is going to print 5, and then it is going to decrement C equal to C minus 1, and then 4, 3, 2, 1 until it should be performed. Okay, until some condition has been satisfied. What is the condition here? Means 5 is our condition, so it will repeatedly execute the same sentence up to 5, and then it will exit the loop. I hope you all understand. Okay, next we will see about for constructor. The general form of for statement is for, initialization, test expression, and then updating, and then body of the loop will be executed. Okay, but in while loop there will be first initialization, and then test expression, and then updating. But in for loop, all the things will be will given in a single statement. Okay. Here we will see a simple program, the same program, but we have done in for loop. Okay, here see, here we are going to we have declared int as C. Okay, then we are going to check a condition in for loop. We have initialized C equal to 0, and then C less than 5, and then C minus minus. Okay. Okay, it is going to perform up to 0 to 5. Okay, and then we have given C less than 5. Okay, and then it is also going to print the same statement as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but the way of printing the statement is different. Okay, we are initializing, and we are declaring the condition, and we have updating the statement in one single for loop. Okay, this is the difference between for while. Okay, next we will see about do while construct. Okay, the general form of do while is do statement block, and then we are going to test an expressions. Okay, listen once again. For the difference between while and do while is, in while loop we have declare, we have initialize, and then we will check the condition, and then we will update it. But in do while statement, we will first we will print the statement, first we will perform the body of the loop, and then we will test the expression. Okay, that is said to be pre-test, and this is said to be post-test. Post-test means body of the loop will be executed first, and then it will test the expression. This is the difference between while and do while. While is a pre-test and do while is a post-test. Okay, the same program what we will do in do while. See here, first we will print the statement First we will print the statement in the sense 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we will check a condition whether I is valid or not. I mean whether C is valid or not. Okay, first it will check for 5, and then 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1. Likewise it will check up to 1, and then 0 greater than 0. Likewise it will print it. The output of the program also 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but way of execution is first it will print the statement and then it will check the condition. Okay, I hope you all understand. Okay, point to note. With the do while statement, the body of the loop is executed first and the test expression is checked after the loop body is executed. Thus, the do while statement always execute the loop body at least once. Once again I will repeat it. The do while statement, the body of the loop is executed first and the test expression is checked after the loop body is executed. Thus, do while statement always execute the loop body at least once. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.